All right, let's get into another outlook. It's been a little while since I've done an outlook as well, compared to a backtesting video. I will be getting a backtesting video out today as well. But in terms of outlook, I think we've been hitting with like our calls and everything. So I'm fairly happy with that, to be honest. Anyways, in for gold at first, obviously my last one was, or my last outlook was early last week, and the draw for me was obviously we started for these highs here, traced back down, then I wanted to go for these. And then last week I wanted to target this zone up here and these highs. Obviously last week we could not end up pushing to these highs, but I think we did late last week. Yeah, yeah, we did late last week. But anyways, sorry, pardon me. Um, and now yesterday I was going for these highs. Unfortunately, they got taken during like straight away Asia Open. I was waiting for potentially some retracement before, get a zone formed, and then come back up into it. But now with gold, honestly, we are just waiting for this, waiting for a followed reaction. So as per usual with gold, we're probably going to come down, sweep liquidity before continuing higher. So I'll be watching these lows here and potentially these lows here. Simple as that. With euro, I was looking long up towards these. We hit those. We also hit this. Sorry, I've got drawings already set. But then I was looking for it's just little descending highs within the impulsive move down. Well, not necessarily impulsive, but you get what I mean. And now I'm waiting for these highs to be touched. I'm honestly just going to look long towards these, or even up towards these back here, these highs over here. Simply because of the fact that we're now bullish, even in the overall trend, you can see. Sorry, let me get my drawing. We started to come down. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Sorry, not so much lower low, but it was more of a correction. Lower high, lower low, lower high. Now we have a higher low. And I'm waiting for confirmation above here, which is why I think we honestly take these out. Gonna have to wait for the reaction, but honestly, with Euro at the moment, it just seems like we're squeezing a little bit. Which, people, this is where you start to lose money. Like you can see, there's no real clear direction. Even within the last, if you want to count the last, what's it called? Euro's just squeezing into a little fucking whatever you want to call it. There's no clear trend. So I'm waiting for highs or lows to be broken or slash taken, get a reaction out of it, and trade in the opposite direction. With GU, we've also taken these, and honestly, I'm now looking bullish because we've taken these highs, these little bump in the road. However, after taking this, I was looking for a reaction, but we just started chopping around again. I was targeting this zone last night. Up here, it was a shitty little 30. I wasn't going to short from it. It was just a target. These highs were a target for me. Obviously, you can just see the price action was straight bullish. We couldn't get any retracement down into a little 5-minute zone, 15, nothing in our direction. Anyways, going into GJ, this is the pair that I'm looking at. Well, GJ, UJ, and USD CAD, I think, are the main ones that I'm looking at the moment. So, as you can see, with GJ going into the 4-hour, we've had this push up, break a structure, right? We're staying bullish. Now we've come back down and we've swept lows. Yes, we could come in to sweep these. Don't get me wrong. These are still valid lows to be swept. However, if we get a good enough reaction out of here, as you can see, it's just chopping around. There's a lot of liquidity. It's a block of orders. After we'd swept this, this, and potentially this, but regardless, if I get good enough upside confirmation, say we break these highs here, I'm going to start looking bullish all the way up into our highs here because there's not much stopping it. It's just downward momentum. Moving into USD JPY. Our calls last week. Come on. We hit the yearly, came down, forming liquidity. I wanted to target this zone, right, at first, which we hit. Reacted a little bit bullish out of it, but I wanted these lows. These lows to get taken. Look, taken, reaction. So now, today, we've gotten a little break here, sorry. Little break here. Now, we just want our breaks here. And obviously optimal would be up here before we start looking long. But honestly, I'm ready to start looking long now, whether it's just a short little long up to say an hourly zone here, or even just up to these highs. Those highs are likely to get taken today. So I'm going to be looking for a lower time frame confirmation and start looking long. We've taken these key liquidity points, which is what I was looking at. We caught a nice trade down towards it, which was actually incredibly clean. Last night, I unfortunately missed a trade. One of my friends caught it. He caught it from about here, top wick entry. I was looking for retracement and re-entry here off of the 3 minute, which I ended up refining down to 1 minute, which as you can see was beautiful. But because we had not taken these lows yet, and we just started reacting out of this 4-hour zone, let me mark this out for you guys real quick. I didn't really want to take a short from here. I thought the zone would, what's it called? The zone would hold and we start flipping. Obviously, I got my shit wrong, but it is what it is. We ended up taking those major liquidity lows, which is what we were waiting for, what I was calling. So it's nice. It's nice to get, it's nice when you have good call outs. And I feel like I've been doing this consistently on the channel. But anyways, now I'll be looking for a confirmation to the upside and honestly be looking to take our longs and place our longs up towards this yearly level again. Because as you can see, we got boom, big impulsive move. Obviously, the liquidity was left lower within this impulsive move up, but we've now taken it. It took a week. We now took it. Well, sorry, we've now taken those lows. We're waiting for confirmation to the upside and taking those lower time frame like entries. This is what I train. I don't do this big long swing positions. Otherwise, I'd be in a trade here, say break of structure, move up into the zone, and I would have taken something. Actually, sorry, I did take this trade here, but this was lower time frame, which was, sorry, not that. It was this here. You can see I entered off of this zone and I got stopped out. If I took the bigger zone, I took the 4-hour and held it down towards these lows, it would have been a better trade, but it is what it is. I prefer my lower time frame. I catch higher RRs. As simple as that. Anyways, sorry, I've already got my drawings up for this, but anyways, USD CAD. Impulsive move up. We have now swept liquidity into a zone, right? We've swept these from the previous impulsive, and now I think we at least come up to take these. Whether it's today, tomorrow, it's this week. I think we're going to be able to take those this week, so now I'll be looking for our lower time frame entries, 15 minute, I've already got it drawn out, purely because it was a sweep. It just makes it a valid zone. Yes, you could have been tried to take a position here, which was off of the sweep, but you wouldn't have been tapped in. You could take a 15 here, but obviously your R&R is looking dog shit and you're still in the trade. But anyways, with USD CAD, I am thinking long as well. USD Chef, we've taken those, tapped into a little zone here, but I think it's still going to descend for a little bit. There's no real confirmation. It's sort of chop. Sorry, it's not chop. It's high time frame block trading. I'm not sure how else to explain that. What else should we look at? AUD USD, obviously. Once again, the calls were good. I was just waiting for price to actually come up, take these descending highs. We've now taken those descending highs. We've hit into our 4-hour zone here. Sorry, apologies. And now we're starting to come down. If we can get confirmation, say within this next 4-hour closure, and get a closure below this, my next target, lower time frame, would be, sorry, a 4-hour zone that's sitting down here, and take out these little bumps in the road, descending lows. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm looking at. I didn't do real analysis on the DXY, but as you can see, I think DXY continues to go down because last week, all I was waiting for, as you guys know, we were probably tapping around here, I think, or maybe a little bit further up, and I was waiting to see what we did off of this trend line. We've now broken the trend line, right? So now I think we come back up, fill a supply zone, and continue to push down, whether it's into this daily supply here, sorry, daily demand here, or even just taking these descending lows. This is what I think is going to happen. Like I was calling it last week as well, but I think we're going to start taking these descending lows out, which means we're going to start having to look long on euro, long on GU, and yeah, long on gold. But that's pretty much the outlook. So with gold, obviously, yes, look long, but before looking long, you want lows to be taken out. So you want these to be taken out. Sorry, let me delete that. That was from target from last week. You want these lows to potentially be taken out, and yeah, that's about it. With USD JPY, we've had our lows taken out. With GBP JPY, we've had our lows taken out. So now with USD JPY, I think we're just waiting for that upside confirmation. Same with USD CAD. Honestly, upside confirmation has been like we've just inversed this 4 hour. Yes, we're sitting within another 4 hour, but I don't think we stop until those highs or say this 4 hour supply zone up here. That's pretty much the outlook, and good luck trading this week. It looks like we're going to get some better conditions, hopefully, compared to the last 2 weeks. They've just been really, really dog shit, but hopefully we get some cleaner price action this week, and yeah, stay safe. I will be back with a backtesting video later today and an outlook tomorrow.